The final reset on PS4. The final stream on PS4. Let's get to it. What's up, everybody? My name's Crytek Bomb, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. Believe it or not, this is my third time trying to do this stream today. Right now, it seems like it's the best time to get on. I was originally going to get on a bit later. Originally, I wanted to get on earlier, but I've been having problems being able to keep the stream from getting disconnected. So I'm even unsure right now if this is still going to go through. But I have to try it now. Some things have changed. So right now, we got stuff to do. The whole premise of this stream is that I'm going to do a bunch of stuff that I have been putting off for a long time so that we can get some stuff done. And one of them being the intel gathering thing that I kept putting off. I did the Sonatipa so I could actually prepare in advance for what is to come, which is me pulling for Linnea. Because, you know, despite Genshin leaving PS4, I'm still going to be able to play it. It's just not going to be as sustainable or even worth watching unless you don't care about graphics. Like, I don't really care about graphics to that extent. So, I'm going to keep playing while I can. So, we got the Sonatipa. We got a bunch of extra primos to grab thanks to that. Got some voice zones I'll probably look at. Don't mind exactly the location we're at, because, like, again, I tried to do a stream earlier today. I already deleted the other two. Like, I had to redo the intro every goddamn time. And I gotta re-talk about what I've forgotten to talk about. Gosh. This is weird because tonight, I need to do two streams. The second stream is going to be longer than this one, so I'd like to get some stuff done, if you don't mind. But PlayStation's been acting up, so I'm worried that this stream might not even last that long. But I'll know if it doesn't. But this is what it looks like right now with the polls. We're gonna get a little bit more because, like I said, I finally did the Not Christ in a Teapot, so I need to do that. I need to get those companion gifts. I got quite a bit of companion gifts to grab. I wish I started this from last week. I could have gotten more done, but sadly I couldn't do that, so I'm a bit sorry about that. But while I'm here, let's go do this, because it's going to be the last time I farm this for a decent while. I'm going to need to focus more on loans and stuff. How does the mic sound? It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound good because I don't have it in my mouth. But I got tired of messing with this, so that's why my voice probably sounds the way it does. It's fine. It's fine. I wish that it sound better, but all right, let's go. Let's get to it, bro. Let's get to it, bro. I hope the stream lasts this time. I went to check the website that shows when PlayStation is down or not, saying that there are no problems right now. So I'm going to take your word for it. I saw that I have like 12 of my friends online. So I'm gonna check it again. Right now I have Yahoda in my party. I don't exactly need Sucrose here.
The night cometh. Be silent.
Oh, that's not
To dust. Close your eyes.
I messed up. Oh right, I just remembered that. Like, minus the thing that we haven't done yet, I just remembered I have the reroll feather I need to use today. I'm gonna use that today as well. Oh, I can't wait, bro. This is gonna be interesting, bro. I mean, the last time I can do my final reroll on PS4. That's crazy to say that. It's going to be, bro. So.
Observe. Night falls. Close your eyes.
I don't know why I played this badly. I keep forgetting I should just let them do it naturally. Whoa, brother. We got a goblet, which is most likely elemental, unless it's HP or attack percent. Apparently, I've had it lockable for those. Finally, a locked circlet. This is my first one from this set. I shit you not. This is my first one from this set. Okay, I'll take it. Crit damage. If I can get a decent amount of crit rate, then it should be fine, because ER is good. This might end up being a Durham piece more than not. But it could end up being a Venti one. You never know. Goblet. Bang. Oh, I wish it was 4-line start. I can make it work. I can make it work. I can make it work, baby. Yes. Okay, I can make that work. I can make that work. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. I'll take a picture of both of those. I can make that work. That cryo goblet, there's a lot of potential there if it rolls well enough. The problem is I already have like a decent one with 3-line start. If it was 4-line start, I'd have been more excited to re-roll that. I can't re-roll that. But might actually roll that while still in here. What does Scoffy have right now? You see, I don't think it's gonna be perfect unless I get like 10 crit rate with a crit damage roll in ER. Or maybe it can roll the exact same, but higher rolls, and then even higher rolls on ER. But I don't know if I care about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. Well, that's not good. The worst thing is I can't get rid of it. What do I have for cryo goblets right now? Yeah, it's my second one with the ER, isn't it? Yeah. Can't get rid of it. I have to keep that. I should probably wait before rolling that. Well, now it's time for this circlet, shouldn't I? My first crit circlet from this set, I might as well go big with it, right? With the hype music, let's do it. This could be saved if it goes into crit rate. Only if it goes into crit rate. Wow. I still have to keep that. That's the worst thing about that. Well, that is tragic. That is really tragic. My first crit damage circlet from this domain is my first crit circlet dropped from the domain, so... Well, I can tell that this set is not favored. Both of my accounts seem to really like the other set. Gosh, man, I barely have a single functioning set for this, but whatever. Just gonna have to work. Hope I can get a good use out of it in the future. I smell something good. You know, while we're here, I guess I can yap with something else I forgot to mention with this music. Forgot to mention talents. I from that event with the talent books, I managed to get enough to be able to crown being a skill. I got enough to crown Skirks first. I got enough to double crown this character. Oh, this is the character I was trying to look for earlier, right? Trying to figure out which one needed this. I need to fight this boss today. If I can get 2 of this, then I can make sure I can double crown her. Well, I can't actually double crown her. I need to... I need more of these. I need more than that. We're going to be fighting more than one weekly boss for a while. So that's cool. I also ended up fighting. What the? Okay. Well, I remember talking about it in a former stream. I need to work on Candace's talents. Leave double crown. Who the heck? Okay, you know. I should expect that I end up being in a situation, but I do remember that I had. Okay, yeah, this was what I remember. Yeah, I fought this boss yesterday before reset. I got 2 of the resources of this just so I have just enough to crown this and the talent books to boot. I had a lot of those stockpiled, so that's not surprising. So I have enough to crown this. I ended up doing this because I'm probably going to need to crown this for the upcoming Moon Gecko Instigian next patch, next week Wednesday. So if I don't get Linnea, I'm going to need Shonen to actually lock in. Her healing is still a lot, and it might still be enough for Moon Gecko, but I might still raise this. So yeah, maybe not to crown it, but I'll probably bring it to talent 8 or 9. I don't know. I probably plan to crown it. I don't know. I think that's everything I have to say. And of course I have Yoda in the party because I decided to work on her friendship. And plus today we're going to do the intel gathering, so that's another reason why she's here. I'll just do that for that anything. Haha. Bruh. It's crazy that this is the final stream on PS4 though. I honestly didn't think I'd see this day yet, but I'm not saying that to be like, oh, I didn't know that this was the actual point at which Genshin people. I've been paying attention. I'm just saying that I just didn't think it'd be this year on a year that a lot of shitty things have happened, both in my life and everyone who lives in America, and people that can afford to deal with the back load of what's going on. Y'all don't have the problem I have, but I have a problem that puts me in a situation where I can't actually do much, which really sucks to say that. It honestly sucks to say that. I'm just in a situation where I can't really do much about it but hold out. So that's what I have to do. What I mean by that is that I'm in a situation where I've been financially am in a deficit no matter what I do, so I have to just survive. Right now it's not too bad. I'm just happy that I can actually live. There's something that's helping keep me afloat, and that's all that matters right now. But as time goes on,
Close your eyes.
if this year doesn't change, I shouldn't have done this. If this year doesn't change, it's gonna be done. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I might be able to survive this year, but I can't say next year. This year, my goal right now is that I need to preserve my computer. My computer is really old, and I'm now streaming on it. I always watch anime on it. I have an anime I'm currently watching. I'm finally rewatching the first part of season 3 of Fire Force just to start watching part 2 of season 3 Fire Force. So basically just watching all that, seeing all the spring anime I've started, which is awesome. But wait, was that the? I think that was the last Fragile Wolves. But yeah, it's a bit rough. A lot of things is keeping me from being able to do much of anything. The only thing I can guarantee within this year is try to preserve my computer. By preserve, I have to change my operating system. And I can't do the other thing that people be talking about, which is keeping security updates on your computer from Windows 7. Can't do that either. So I'm gonna do what I can to get out of this situation. And I'm hopeful on it. Once I get out of the situation, streaming on PC will probably end up looking a lot better because I heard that Linux is pretty good at, you know, keeping the computer from not being bloated with a bunch of BS. So I'm looking forward to it. Alright. Should I use those three? My controller's acting up. Not surprising though. Been acting up ever since I was doing something that I now need to test in the future. The other day, I did a little bit of tweaks that I had talked about. I don't think it was in a Genshin stream. I think it was in a Blue Arc stream I talked about it. But I did some tweaks on Rocket League PC to see if my computer could still handle the game. Before I was able to play it, but the stream would keep crashing. I now need to test it again on a stream in the future, because I was actually able to play it without any sort of like major problem that would usually be against me, where I would have like lag problems, packet loss. The lag would be so bad that it was unplayable. It doesn't happen no more. I was able to play like several games, talk to my friends in Discord about it. So
thank you for complete.
There may be a Rocket League stream in the future on PC. I'm just a heads up. I need to do a test run. I don't know when I'll do that though, but the stream is probably not going to be that long. A heads up on that. The stream's probably not going to be that long, because the second stream is going to be longer. The second stream I plan to just do a bunch of shit. And I mean a lot of it. I should probably run through all the resin because there's no real reason to keep this. Yeah, there's no real reason to keep the resin. Technically there is, but like next patch is just gonna be expiration. Like literally the day one, like when the patch goes live, the only thing I'll be able to do is Linnea's story quest, which I'm not gonna do it until probably the week after. The reason why I'm pushing it that far back is because of Blue Archive. I don't want to end up doing it on Sunday. I might just focus exploration all the way through and do a Sunday stream for it. But yeah, I want to do an exploration stream throughout the week. Just exploring, chilling, seeing how the world quests are. That's what my focus is going to be. Because Dormitory is going to be a lively time. So I'm kind of excited for all of it. But I kind of wish I worked on the Cerner Teapot a week earlier, because a week prior I could have been able to guarantee that I'd get more Primo Gems in this stream, but the amount I'm going to end up getting is not going to be as much because I need more of the actual currency, which I ended up using a lot of it for the other stuff, which is like Artifact XP, because I end up always going through it, compared to my second account that doesn't have as much good artifacts, like that has like hundreds of them. But we don't talk about that.
Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent.
I was unsure if I wanted to use the enhanced burst again, but ooh, a lock sands. Don't mind if I do. It better be double crit. Attack sands with like EM. That is literally all I'm looking for right now. Outside of that, it had to be double crit ER on an HP sands, and I already have one that could be rerolled, but not. I mean, if it was 4-line, it could have been better. Maybe this could be that. Oh, I smell an Anifa upgrade. I smell an Anifa upgrade. Just having the EM there is gonna be a big deal. Not rolling into it is fine. As long as I can get a decent amount of crit, then I'm gonna be happy for a Nifa. But I kinda want more crit rate than crit damage this time around for a Nifa. So I don't know. What will the game give me, I wonder?
Night falls.
Probably using it Hoda a little bit. We're gonna get a free con for
Close your
that
eyes.
patch, but okay, okay. That transient that I have, I need to save up. Whatever resin I build up after this point is gonna be saved for later on. The time limit before Genshin basically wrapped up with PS4 is literally 6 o'clock tomorrow when it goes into maintenance. The moment the game goes into maintenance, that's the end of Genshin PS4,
Initiated.
which kind of makes me sad to think about, but it's what it is.
Observe. To dust.
Final run on PS4 is another Sans that slots. We got more lock pieces I think I've gotten in 2 weeks. In a single day. Let's see it. Okay. It's worse than what I already have for Columbina though, so I'm not really excited to see that. If it was 4-line start, I'd give it a try, but I'm not really, I don't even know if I care about it. Cause like I said, I have HP Sands with double crit ER already. That's 3-line start. I don't know if I want to reroll it. I want to reroll the goblet that I have for her, but it would have to roll such a specific way. I'm kind of anxious to roll it, cause I kept trying to make up my mind what did I want to reroll. I want to reroll a piece for Escafe just because I had perfect substats, which is the ER Sands that I crafted last time, which I still really want to do it, but I'm unsure if I want to do that. I finally got a Nifa upgrade though. Like it's still gonna be an upgrade even if it doesn't roll well, just because I just need something more than what she has. The craziest thing for me is that even though I didn't farm this set as much as I should have, 'cause I focused on Zabai during her patch release, so I didn't farm this domain as much. But if I did, I wonder if I would have gotten another feather, because this is the first time I've never gotten feathers, and it's my luckiest artifact type, and I don't get feathers that much at all. I didn't get feathers that much at all from this set. I don't know why, but let's try this Sands, even though what is the point of trying this Sands? I don't really want to, because even if it rolls well, I have a piece that I'd rather use. That's the problem. Like, that's the problem. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, I kept that one. Why did I keep that one? Anyways, has both the lowest rolls, crit damage and crit rate, which isn't doing God's work at all, but I'm gonna go to 8 first, and then I'll feed an artifact into it. Great start. Ooh, even better. Now, if the next roll can go into crit rate, I think this piece is good. That is all it needs is crit rate. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's an upgrade. I don't think it needs a star, but I'm giving it a star because that is an upgrade. I don't care about, I mean, I do care about the crit damage, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to see her crit rate over 70, just to see where the priority of lunar charge come from. Anyways, that is beautiful. A good, sizable upgrade I have been wanting for a while. This is my third attack saves I got from this set. Because the last time I farmed the domain before I took a break from it, I got this piece. It was around like the earliest times that I farmed the domain for. And I had this for the longest while. It was fine. But then I got this and it just, my Nifa did more damage on this piece than this one. Now, I got this piece fairly recently, like I think a week or so ago. And this piece was fine, but this is the piece I wanted for her. Now, the only thing I need to do that's left would be... I don't know if I can get a circle as good as this, let's be honest. I have a circle I could give her, which is on her, but... if I get Linnea, this piece is going to somebody else, so I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not exactly prepared for Linnea. Not just the fact that I need to farm her mats and all that when she releases, but like in general, I don't think I have a 4-piece set for her either. If I look at Aloy's stuff, I guess I do have a 4-piece. Oh, I have that sitting there. Oh, I have this thing here. Even if it rolls bad, I still need to check this. I don't have to roll it now, though. I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. But the most important thing is the final reroll on PS4. I remember I did it on stream, and I kept contemplating off stream as well. I just don't know what I want to do. The reason why is because I think it'd be smarter to roll something else and then use the guarantee 4 rolls on this goblet. Because, like I said, we are... after this reship, we're going to be 2 away. Because these two bring it to 4 out of 6, which is what it's showing here. At the bottom on the left side, from 2 out of 6 to 4 out of 6, that's what this the third column over here is. So that means the next time I reroll an artifact that takes 2 Dust of Enlightenment, which is just a goblet, sands, or circlet, it is a guaranteed 4-roll crit enhancement. Yeah, I can't wait, because if I can get like a really good balance of CV with an ER roll at the end, I think that'd be perfect for this goblin. The thing that sucks though is while I do want this piece for Columbina, I've realized on her own set she actually lacks ER in a lot of places, which is a bit concerning. If I try to calibrate for HP says it's even worse than this, but I don't even reach 200. If I'm in double Hydra with Zabai, I think I can get away with it. But in a build like this, getting rid of that 30 ER is gonna be quite sizable. Cause like in solo Hydro, the teams that I've played her in, if it's Flynn's, I can get away with lower ER, but in a Flynn team, you're not even gonna use this set. But in Zabai team, I find myself lacking ER on her. I can't burst a rotation, it's annoying. And it's usually around 190 to 200 where it's consistent. But it depends on who you're fighting as well. If it's a boss that didn't give particles back as often, you find yourself not having it as often. Unless I change my build on Eatlaw to have a Fav on. If I give him Fav, then I think it'd be enough, honestly. But I don't want to put Fav on him, because I like the way I have him built. So I'm kind of stubborn about this at the moment. That's why I've been struggling to figure out what I want to do with this reroll. Outside of that reroll piece, there was, again, the piece that I had crafted recently, which has perfect subs for a Scafe. It'd be so nice to just use the guaranteed reshape on this, because then I could just guarantee all the crit I can get off of this. Because it's actually not going to be easy to, like, a 1-up this. I would have to get at least double crit attack percent on a 4-line start for it to be better than this. Because I've tested it and I've even looked at the cost, so this is like the best build I could get with this weapon on at the very least, but that's beside the point. And I've contemplated looking at like other artifacts and other characters. Reroll that could be like a small-ish upgrade is not what I'm looking for. I'd rather just straight up replace the piece. But those are flowers and feathers. I don't want to think about that. When I changed my category of what I wanted, I checked sands, goblets, circlets. Oh, it sounds like I'm being called on. But, something I gotta do, but I need to do most of this stream. And you know what's funny? We messed up. I realized I should have ran through all that resin. Well, yeah, I shouldn't have ran through that resin. I forgot about this stuff. I don't mind doing that. So let's go do this. Feels kind of bad to waste a fragile for this, but I'll worry about the reroll later. Let's get some stuff done. Let's get some of this stuff done. Do this first. Cause there's a bunch to do. I need 2 more of these for Escoffier. Actually, I need more than 2 of these. I keep forgetting that. I need 2 more to crown one of her talents. The other one I would need like another 4. If I'm not mistaken, I need like another 4. Yeah, I would need another 4. One I could just have 2. The other one I need like 4 more. So yeah. I'll definitely crown these over time, for sure. I'm still gonna focus on doing the best we can. I'm so happy I actually got a Escoffier upgrade though, or not Escoffier, I mean, I got a upgrade for this character of all characters. Can't believe I finally got it. There's some things to be had though. One of the things that's on my mind at the moment I just keep thinking about that reroll feather. I really need to, I gotta lock this in. I gotta figure this out. I'm still on the fence.
Converge.
Might be together time.
Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Insulation chamber. A moonlit night for all.
Be silent. To dust. Observe. Night falls.
Preparing for dust up.
Be silent. Observe.
That reminds me. Dream solvent and at least one of these. That's not too bad. Another dream solvent. That's nice. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but this video's not going to be super long, like I said. For this account, I'm not going to be super sentimental talking about the account. The other one, the more important one I got to do later, there is a lot to be had.
Hand it over. Yeah. Yeah.
My healing over time. I think that was Yehoda doing that. Do I bother doing that? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go do an outcry weekly. See if we can get another dream solvent. At this point, I don't really care what I get, so you can give me more of these ones or give me more of the mask. I don't really care. It'd be nice to get the dream solvent. That'd be the only thing to chase after. I forgot you did this first. Every time. Yeah, bot.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
What the?
I never leave empty-handed.
Ultimatum protocol.
Observe. Be silent.
Why'd I lose my energy? What? I'm getting held in every category. What the fuck going on, buddy? I've never had this happen to me before. I literally lost all my bursts.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Fear the dark. Barely managed to touch my left. Be silent. To dust. Be shut. Observe. Do you fear the dark? Did you honestly think that would be?
Cleanup sequence in the...
I'm gonna just take this season.
Remnants fall. So you'd rather wallow in this rotten, decaying world?
Hot. Hot. Ooh, dream solvents, yes. The most dream solve I've ever gotten in a single weekly as well. Or in a single week of doing weeklies. Anyways, man, it feels like 1.0 all over again. I used to get dream solvents a lot back then, but I stopped farming it every day. Or every week. It just didn't feel worth it. Once we had more bosses, it stopped being interesting.
Now it's your
Romantic
turn.
mode engaged.
Alright, with the resin depleted. Can I go straight here? I don't think so, can I? Yeah. Alright, we can finally go to the non-Christianity part. I do this section because this section won't be that long. The next section, that's intel gathering, I might actually dip and come back. Because that part is actually going to be long. I say dip because I got called on. I just want to say, I kind of want to go. I want to do this one. Sometimes it puts me at the top of it. I think it does. Kerplunkatron Windmill Base, which is probably my favorite mansion that they've added to the Thunder Teapot. So, I'm not gonna lie, I built this on a whim last night. I completely forgot that I needed to do this before this stream. I went hard on the grinding. Probably could have done a lot more, but I already had enough adepto like strength so that I can get all the benefits from being here so we can safely stay here. But I feel like I could have done more on the overworld portion, but I really like this. Like, look at this mansion, bro. We're up here, bro. This is my favorite mansion so far just because we have this lookout. But yeah, it's nothing crazy right now. I need to get more spin crystals to see the other stuff as well. But yeah, it's nice. Right over there is a furniture we'll have to go to eventually. I wasn't able to create a furnishing that she wants right now. There's two furnitures that Yehoda wants. Yehoda looks very happy. But yeah. But yeah, there's stuff on this side. But yeah, I put a waypoint here, and then there's this thing. Yeah, I really like this. Yeah. This is a spot for Columbina. I thought about not doing this because I could have like gather more primos if I did the other thing that I'm about to go do in here, which there's a Flynn's and Eatlo one that is in here, which is very important because I could have gotten an extra amount of primos if I did it, but I chose not to do it. If it gave more, I would have done it.
If you ever...
I don't know. If it gave more, I'd probably do it. 520 is not bad, but not good enough. I need like another 800 so I can make another furnishing set. Now the inside I've worked on more than the outside, but I'll show off the outside after I've done all these voice line things, just quite a bit of it. Now, I found out that Yumi Music has a furnishing set, which is where she's sitting at, that she gives, you know, primos for, so I have to do that. This is another furnishing set I had made, which was for Nippa and I know. Really cute. I like this one. But yeah. Oh yeah, there was one for Zabai in here as well. I forgot about that. Zabai also has a furnishing set in here. Yeah. Forgot about that. That's why I have her in there. Oh right, it was up here. I didn't go super hard on this, but I did a little bit. I had a little bit of this and that. I messed around with a little bit. Kind of did a little too much in some areas. Wait, I've never messed with that before. How long did that play for? This is Skirk's theme. It's such a nice theme, bro. Honestly, it's probably gonna go back, yeah, afterwards. Oh, hello, friends. I have a lot of miscellaneous rooms like this, to be honest, because I gotta get that adductal energy, right? I also want to make it look nice. Like this room, which is my room. It is very nice. And of course, I gotta have the moon guys in here. So, where the heck is Elo at again? Oh, he's downstairs. Oh, in here. Oh, this room that isn't finished. Right. Because there's another furnishing set I want to actually craft that goes in here. Flynn's and Elo, I like this one.
Furnishings may be simple, but they lend the space a warm and cozy air. As soon as I arrived, I felt completely relaxed. In fact, I feel more at home in places like this. Luxury and opulence leave me feeling awkward and out of place.
Luxury and opulence. I didn't think someone would use a word opulence for that.
It's just a shame there's nowhere to cook. Are you hungry, by the way?
Nowhere to cook. I do have a place of cookery nearby. Alright, which one is next? Oh, it's doing Zabai's next.
With these bookshelves, I should be able to house my collection. When did I buy them? All of them were picked up during my travels. It may be because I've traveled to too many places, but I accumulated such a trove before I knew it.
Interesting. Okay, nothing crazy. Well, now that Zabai's taken care of, I'll be taking her out of here now. Actually, no, I should do it after. After Yumi Mizuki, I'll do that. Do the next one. Don't tell me it's outside. Of course it's outside. Okay. Throat is dry. Well, I'm here. Might as well do that then. I forget when I first come in here, it goes through this area because I do this at the beginning. Why? Because I just like this for some reason. Also, like this theme I use for this. I did not know what theme I wanted to use, but I'm using the classic Imagine Theater music that I don't use as much. Wait. Actually, I forget. I think this is the theme I use in there. Or am I tripping? I'll check that later. I forget if I changed it or not. I do plan on changing it when I go to PC, though. I do plan on changing the music. Might as well change it in this stream, actually. Okay, I'm wondering where the mic was at. Oh, it's doing Columbinos. Okay. Since there's another one for Columbine, I am gonna need to keep her in here.
Did you transport Silver Moon Hall all the way here for me?
I would love that.
No. Is it like a reflection in the water? How lovely. This brings back so many beautiful memories. I suppose we're just missing my song now.
Who is next? Oh, it's doing Ino. I forget Ino and Nif are separate. Hello.
Do you like building things with sheet metal too? Oh, here's a blank wall.
Don't do that.
How about I draw you a mural? I'll draw you, and me, and a Nepha holding hands.
That might get the wrong idea, I feel like. Depending on the order. Yeah, it just sounds kind of it sounds kind of bad in a way.
That way, it'll look more like the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop.
Well, I don't think it needs to look like the Krumkake craft shop, does it? Unless she wants like a second home, then I don't mind that, I suppose. If that's what she meant. Okay, who's next? 'Cause I don't think the other areas have anything new. 'Cause I put like the same stuff around here. Well, I kind of want to save that for later instead of trying to explore around. I don't know the normal way to explore around here. I haven't actually done that yet, but you can see like what's over there from there. This area is so cool though. It's probably my favorite visual looking center teapot though. I like this in the distance. It reminds me of the Chasm story quest. It is considered an Archon quest. It was a story quest event when it first released, but it was an Archon quest that came out after with Yelan and Shao and all that. There was an area that had like a big thing in the sky that was like spinning. You had to actually re-round it. It was like a massive puzzle for that story quest. Every now and then I need to check this to see if it's below my mouth or chin or whatnot, but I kept messing with this. It should be good for this stream at least. But there's one thing I don't like is that lately, ever since I've been doing this, I have a habit of tilting my head to the right, so... Full archive probably on maintenance right now. Alright, who is it? It's Ino again. Okay, oh yeah, Elo's in his spot now. Yeah, I just had this spot here because why not? It just looks nice. It helps the area with where Yumi Music is at. After all, oh, there's the wrong door. This door. Hello.
Wow, nice! These chairs and carpets sure are familiar, but something's still missing.
Oh yeah, there's definitely something missing. It's not my favorite furnishing to be honest, but the bed is nice.
Can you guess what's missing?
What? What does that mean? What? What? What do you mean by needs more
Can you
Aino?
guess what's missing? That's right, it needs more Aino!
I mean, I guess that's cute. I, I guess. I don't know what she means by more Aino. I like. We can make a joke about how her name is I know, and I could say, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm actually confused. Does she be like a little bit of a I know tweak to the room? Is that it? I yeah.
And that means I'll make sure to come around often to perfect your work. We'll play lots, okay?
Stick drift. Thank God I'm not gonna be using this controller when I go to PC. I'll use the other one, but still makes me self-conscious. Anyways, the first time this is sort of stick drift in like 2 years, which is interesting. I'll leave that alone though. Anyways, yeah, that's adorable. I know. Thank you. This is why I take her out. Cause now I've done the two that I could do. Cause there isn't that many furnishings that are for these two. So I could take I know out of here now. Or I could let them stay here until I decide to add more personnel. Because there's like, most of these people are just going to get taken out. I do plan on taking even Mizuki out. I do plan on taking out Flynn's when I'm done with him. I believe, actually no, I can't take those two out yet. There's another furnishing. There's an outdoor furnishing for both Flynn's and Eatlo I can't do yet, but there's one for Flynn's I haven't actually activated, so we're gonna see if it has activated now, so I can grab the primos from that. I do plan on taking even Mizuki out though, and Yehoda's the only character that I have that isn't maxed on friendship, so since it's still not doing a NIF, I'd assume it's somebody else. Maybe Flynn's.
Perhaps we might consider this mutual influence.
Mutual influence, huh?
Ratniki become cold, solid, and tough by living alongside these taciturn tables and chairs, while they in turn bear the inevitable rust and tool marks left by time.
I think I understand what you're talking about.
Let us pay our respects to those who came before us with a brief moment of silence.
Well, that got sentimental very fast. It's still not doing Yumi Music. Is it doing the other? It's doing the Anifa now. Lady Anifa. Hello. Oh, calling her lady feels wrong.
According
Anyways.
to my memory banks, this was the style of ceiling I saw when I first opened my eyes.
Well, it does remind you of the Kromkake craft shop, doesn't it?
I have heard that some birds will imprint the first creature they see after hatching as their parent. Does this also apply to non-living things?
Wait, what are you talking about?
That would explain why my cognition module has developed a special attachment to this environment.
She has a special attachment. I didn't even know Aino made her this dexterous, but then again, Aino's built different. Not just because of Aino. So, I guess there's that. And it's doing the other one for Nifa. Look at that. She's already gone again. Okay, time to go outside again. Haha. So either one Flimsy to stay in the center teapot, but there's two more I can take out. I guess I'll let Aino stay, but I don't know how long I want to let them stay, but it feels right to let them stay. Columbina has another furnishing I have to make that is actually on the outside, so until I do that, I cannot take her out yet. Now, if I made the finishing set for Flynn's instead of Columbina, Flynn's and Eloa, then I had an extra pair of prunes I could have gotten, but it's fine.
Work environment detected. Cleaning mode activated. No litter or stains detected. Cleaning mode disabled.
Okay.
Apologies. This area is similar to my regular work environment, which has automatically activated my cleaning module. However, I can see you take care to keep things clean. So the only extraneous litter left here is me.
Don't say that.
Did I set my humor parameters too high again? Your reaction is unexpected.
I mean, just don't do that. Just like someone's gonna say, like, I mean, I guess she's not wrong because she's a hunk of metal, but like, don't do that. Okay, keeping your hood in the teapot because there's 2 furnishings I need to craft for her, but I can't do them right now. Now the next one is probably the inside because there's still another one I can do. But while I'm here, I could do this real quick. So there is a total of 5 on the outside and 5 on the inside. This one is for Colin. Oh, there's one for Dern. I forgot about that. He didn't even have an indoor one. He just has an outdoor one. For some reason, Dern has one. I can't do this one because it's quite too expensive. So I decided to not do that one. This one I was tempted to do, but quite expensive. I think the most expensive of all the Nacre ones. So I didn't want to do this one. I wanted to because this one looks the coolest, but it's only going to be good for Yehoda. So that's probably the one I'll probably go for. This is the one for Columbina, which I do want to do. You know what's funny? Just like the piece I crafted, fun fact, this piece that was crafted here is this item here is from the Selenic Chronicles, so we wouldn't have been able to craft the furnish without doing the Selenic Chronicles. This furnishing right here, I wouldn't have been able to do this without it. And then you got this one, which I think you could only get from the meeting point level. This was for maxing out the reputation for the Frostmoon Sounds. That's the only way to get this one. Or was this? No, this wasn't the Frostmoon Sounds. This is the one for Nicole, wasn't it? I remember this statue. No, it says Frostmoon Signs on it though. It has to be Frostmoon Signs. Yeah, no, it has to be. No, it has to be Frostmoon Signs. Because wouldn't it make sense otherwise? So that was one that I need to do. The other furnishing I can do for Columbina, but won't be able to do that on PS4, so that's not going to happen. This is the one I was tempted to craft over the one for Columbina that I have on the ground right now. Because the one that's on the ground is a bit more expensive. But I did that one. This one was close to the same amount as the Columbina one, but I was very tempted to get this one. But yeah, this is probably the next one I do, so that I can get Flint and Eloa out of my Sona teapot. And this is the other one I have on the ground already. So yeah, I just want to share that. Now let's go back on the inside to get the next companion gift, because I'm pretty sure it's Yume Mizuki this time. I wonder if I should have checked an outdoor furnishing for Zabari. I'm pretty sure there is another one, but I don't remember if I've done it already or not. I need to check that. Yep, it's Yume Mizuki finally.
A quiet tea house is the perfect place to unwind. Of course, I'm referring to a quiet ambiance rather than complete silence. Gentle, soothing music played at just the right volume can do wonders for the spirit. You know, this is an excellent place for guided meditation. That's a conventional treatment in my line of work.
Guided meditation is interesting, I suppose.
So here, take a seat, let go of your troubles, and I will help you relax.
Anyways, oh, it just went to daytime again. It switches on a dime, I swear. But now I can take her out. Makes me feel sad getting rid of her. Maybe I should let her stay a little bit longer. Yeah, I'll let her stay a little bit longer. I think that's the last one. Yeah. I feel like getting rid of Ino and Niffa doesn't feel right, so I might let them stay for a little bit longer, but when I finish Flynn's and Eat Lord, they are getting taken out, because I can't have them stay in here. Unless, I mean, I was going to say unless the next character has something to say about it, but I don't know what's going to happen with the poll session moving forward for, like, the other banners moving forward throughout the rest of the Not Cry patch cycle. At the very least, I know I'm going to try for Linnea, and I don't have enough pulls to guarantee her, but I have enough pulls to guarantee a 5-star proc. So, with that in mind, what are we looking at? Not that much. Not that much. $37 pulls. Our pity is 29, so 37 pulls. Okay, I guess let's look around the center teapot a little bit before I end it. I should double check if I've done the furnishing for Zabara on the outside as well. I'm pretty sure she had one. If she does, then I'll quickly do that. If she doesn't, and I've already done it or something, then I'll just focus on look around the center teapot, then head back to Non-Cry. Then the only thing left for the stream is just the intel gathering, and then after that I had to prepare to do the second stream, which thanks to this stream starting this late in the day, which was not planned, I planned to start I was ready to start my stream from like 5-6 o'clock. Ended up forgetting about the patch notes for Blue Archive, so I had to prepare that and then prepare the thumbnails for the rest of the streams for the next couple of days, weeks coming up. One of the images took me a long ass time to prepare a thumbnail for, so I didn't prepare a thumbnail. I prepared the image so I can actually prepare the thumbnail. It took me so goddamn long. I swear I think I spent 2 hours on it trying to get a specific image out of it to a point that I had to use AI to cut out something so I can actually use the image. So I'm not quite happy about that, but thought I'd mention that. So what is worth? Okay. Okay, I did do it already. So that was the only one I was surprised. Looks like it. It's a shame that I want Albedo, but I can't pull for him because like the timing is bad. It's always fucking like this. It does want you to make a bad decision so that you can get somebody else later. Like, but like, man. Okay, I guess the only thing left is to try to go through this. I don't even know how to go through this. My first time I'm actually trying to see if I can go through it. I see. Where did this take me? I guess it's taking me this way. I guess we're starting here then. This reminds me of that world quest where we were able to fill the gaps by just simply connecting some pieces. I forgot what it was. I remember the location though. But you know, you have to connect like a bunch of mechanisms together, and then after you've done that, everything would stick together. There was also a gimmick where you had to be a certain distance away so that all the things would just fuse back together. There was another, I think it was for a chest during the exploration of Nagara that had it, not just the world quest. Damn. This is like just Fontaine centric. Trying to T-Pont because I just felt like doing it for this area. I did a thing for each other one just like the last one at T-Pont. I just kind of like doing that. Like, oh yeah, this area is Fontaine, the other area is Nowlan, which I have an area that's Nowlan, but yeah. Could run across here. Nothing crazy. The next one is the one I think I spent the most time on because I couldn't help myself. It was something I wanted to do for the, is it the Mondstadt one I did? Don't remember if it was the Lever one where I went hard like this. I think I went hard on it, but not as hard as this. Because I just did it in a specific way. Pretty sure with the, I think with the Inazuma I was trying to keep on thinking about that. I went hard on for like, how much I did like the Inazuma furnishings and how it just looked. This one I just had fun with it just cause I was like, you know, I want to make it look like it's a wonderful place to just walk in and you just see a plaza. Kind of. You can kind of like run around here. Have this here. This over here. All the furnishings had like these things on the ground. I had like a bunch of them already made because I remember doing that a lot for just adepto energy in the beginning of the existence of the Serenity Font. So I just focused that and then just ran with it. Most of the furnishings says have just a straight line of just connecting everything, so I just went with it. The only thing I wish I could have done was add the spa, but I couldn't add the spa because there was just not enough room. And I'm missing something, so I'd have to purchase something just so I can add it in here. Which it is what it is. I probably could still... I could probably do it now if I grab the currency that's from Tubby right now. But I didn't want to do that, because otherwise I would have put it in the spot that this area is at. So yeah. Yeah, I like this area. It's definitely my favorite area that I did. But anyway, the next one is the Natlan based one, because I just liked some of the furnishings from that one. So I want to use it again. The Natlan Serenity I have fun with, but I forgot how much I went hard on like some of the other furnishings in the Serenity Pod. I'm not like the most versed in just the customization of the Serenity Pod, because I could definitely go even harder than this. I just don't want to go that hard on it. But I could definitely like spend some time just improving it further. And I've always thought about, you know, going a little bit more serious on it. But I just don't want to do that. I feel like I'd burn myself out with just focusing it too hard. But yeah. Just crafted a bunch of stuff. Just a Natlan based one. Did like how I did this area. I had to move the furnishing so it looked more presentable, and the fact that you can even walk through it, because you couldn't do that with this big furnishing set here. Right, so now we went a full circle. Well, this was definitely fun to do. You know, showing this off. It's a long time coming. I should have worked on it a bit sooner. I could have probably gotten a lot more done otherwise, but it is what it is. I'm a little bit sad though, because if I had did more before this patch ended, because I forgot, I would have actually had probably all the furnishings available on time that were there, and I could have gotten everything. It's fine. I can work on it next patch. It's not like I don't have the time to do it. Because Genshin, you know, for me, We're still here, but it's just gonna be in a different light, and I'm sure not everyone's going to enjoy my playthrough moving forward with it, because they're just gonna be like, bro, just come on, like, you expect me to watch this? For me, it doesn't bother me, because graphics isn't everything for me. Obviously, I wish I could keep the same graphics, but the most I could do for graphics staying as close to this, I would have to, I would be able to do it for screenshots, but I couldn't do it for a video, because it would literally just make my computer go out of whack. If only my computer was just a bit stronger, I could have probably been able to make it run with something that looked a little bit better. But the only thing I can end up hoping for performance would be changing my operating system. And that's going to be what I focus on in the next couple of months. So I hope to update y'all when I actually get to that point. But it's hard to say, because juggling Genshin, juggling Blue Archive juggling doesn't actually bother me. There's always something to do on there though. But I can be a bit wary of how I decide to do that one. But I can't say the same for everything else, because when it comes to everything else, I'm not too sure. On one hand, it's fine for now, but like the type of streams I'm doing with Genshin tomorrow, which is gonna be me spending a damn near whole week, because that's usually what happens when I do, I don't know, I went in that room twice. When I do exploration streams, it always ends up lasting a full week unless I go really hard on it, which I won't be able to go super hard on it other than the first day. So first day I can go hard on the exploration, but I won't be able to go hard on the exploration the next day after, because there's something else I got to do. But maybe I can. I guess it just depends. Maybe I can on Tuesday. Wednesday I definitely can't though. Tuesday, wait, what am I saying? Tuesday we can, because that's the first day of the pass. What am I talking about? Wednesday I can't. Thursday I could. Friday I'm not going to stream Genshin. Saturday I'm not going to stream Genshin. I will probably stream Genshin on Sunday or Monday. I want to do it on Monday, because maybe I'll get by then, but I think by the time we hit the weekend, I'll do exploration stream on Sunday, and depending on how much I get done, I may just, how do I put it? I may just focus on trying to see if I can get one at that point. Yeah. That's how I want to phrase it. Anyway, that's the Serenity Teapot. Just want to show it in all of its glory. Compared to the second stream I'm gonna have to do like very soon, because gosh, that stream's gonna be long. That's why I'm upset that I couldn't do this in the right format. But well, fuck you. I go through 2 loading screens. I need to check Serenity, but I gotta see if the music is the exact same or not, 'cause I forgot. If it isn't, then we're gonna change it right now. There's no real reason to do any combat stuff in this stream. It's not like anything crazy to do with that. Do with that with what you will type beat. The only thing I want to do that's left in this stream is just simply get some stuff done. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure it was loud when I do that, because I know this scratches against my face. But I always gotta make sure that this is there, 'cause I can't feel it. But, alright. I can feel the stick drift tugging. How much I want to sit here just like nostalgia trip, running around all of Teyvat in a single stream, that'd be stupid as hell. It's not like we're disappearing, bro. I did do something crazy though throughout this week. I shit you not, I looked at every single character on my account and made a screenshot for Imagineering Theater So I have like a bunch of screenshots prepared. Okay, so this is the same one from the Serenity, or not Serenity, but this is the same one from Imagine Theater. I see. I guess I will, I should probably change this. What other one could I actually use that I like? I don't know. What? I mean, it's not bad, but like, what? I think I've heard this one already. Wait. Really? That's interesting. That's interesting. Why is that here? That's interesting. That's interesting. Shall I do that one? That song is this area, the Fortress of Meropide. That's the music from the inside of the Fortress of Meropide. I didn't even know that that one was in here. I remember that one. What is this one? Oh. Okay. Well. Why is that in here? I guess it doesn't really matter why it's in here. I haven't checked these in a while. What? Why is... what the... What in the R&R is this doing in here? Okay. I remember Angel Share, Happy Journey I remember as well. That's a Mondstadt Classic theme. Oh, that's what this one is. It's such a nice theme. This theme is so iconic, I swear. Definitely one of my favorites in Genshin just because it's just such an iconic theme. Every time I hear it. I don't have much to choose from. I might just do this one because I've never heard this one before. I feel like if I have, then I think I've only heard it once. Okay, we do need a turning point for Imagine Theater. Now that we have already in over the 20s, usually I already would have changed my thumbnails for it, but I think I'm gonna stick with the format that I've currently been doing for it. But maybe something will change in the future. I don't know if the devs will do it themselves, but there's no guarantee. But the Lunar Arcana, I wonder what's gonna happen when we match all of these. Will Imagine Theater change during that time, or only when we reach that point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've only done 7 theaters so far. Huh. That is interesting. So we've only done 7 theaters so far. Or 7 theaters since this system is released. I gotta remember that. Also, the thing changed here. I always like checking this every now and then because I notice some people use my characters a lot. So there's only been 7 of the lunar difficulty theaters. I wonder if this will improve again in the future. I mean, as more characters come out, I assume they're probably gonna end up making this larger. That means that this endgame could end up being a longer endgame over time, which I don't know whether I like that or not. But maybe I'll change my format for thumbnails when we get a newer difficulty. But, you know, crossing your fingers on that, because I don't know if that'll happen. I think it's fine right now. Because it's all good. It's funny, I stay consistent throughout all of this. Even though I don't know if I call myself a meta player, but I do get meta characters. Some of the meta characters I happen to like, but then again, I like too many characters. The theme is I actually don't mind it. I think that's it for that. So we've done most of the bit that I want to do. Most important and final bit for this account is that I want to do the intel exchange thing. I want to mess around with that. I have no idea how long it's going to take for me to do it, so I might just take the break and do something real quick. I say this in hopes that something doesn't happen while I go do this, because I'm just happy to be able to stream this. But if something does happen, then I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe y'all will probably end up leaving. I wouldn't hold you for that. But there's something I do have to go do. Not because of timing, but because I got called on early. I gotta go do that. But for intel exchange, I can't do that here. I actually need to go into here. So let's go do that first. I don't know if I have to actually be on Yehoda, but I guess there's something else I like to check before I actually start it or go. I need to go check in. This is not it. That's supposed to do that. Would you look at that? That reminds me, this is still not even available yet, isn't it? Oh, I can already use it. I need to talk to Yehoda on the inside though. Interesting. Yeah, we can't check it yet. We usually can only check it like the second or third to last patch of the patch cycle. So likely 2 more patches from now, which means there's probably gonna be another Archon quest, isn't there? Next patch, as far as I've heard, there's no Archon quest. Again, feels like a filler patch, but not as filler. I guess it's like the illusion of a filler patch, just because of the characters and the information being, told to you through exploration and such. This next patch has so much exploration. I feel bad for those that won't be able to experience it. Like I straight up saying that. Some people aren't in my situation where I can at least play Genshin on an inferior device. I gotta say it like that. All people be like, Genshin holds, or PS4 holds Genshin back, but it's just more than that, man. I feel like PS4 could still hold up to Genshin's style for like another few years. I wanted to check this again, but I don't think it's going to do anything. He's going to join the Fatui. What's so great about the Fatui anyway? Why can't he just live a nice quiet life? Oh, that's right. I have to write a reply. What was it that boss wrote the other time? I think it was, regrettably, we do not have any expertise in this area and are hence unable to help in this matter. Oh, okay, cool. That was all that was. I feel like I've looked at that before probably, but I wanted to see if I could do anything here. Oh, I guess nothing. I wanted to check it again anyways. Alright. I heard if you play as Defer, you can end up doing it multiple times, which is like effed up. Yeah, there's just message board, and there's this thing. Nothing important. I just wanted to have a chat with Lady Nefer. What? Gorchakova. I'd like to ask you to send a letter to Sednaya for me again, and this time I promise it'll just be the letter, no more attachments. Drahomria or Dahomira? The person Lady Nefer arranged to help me with tallying up my debts was super reliable. He calculated the sum in no time. This time, I'd like to ask him to help me do it again. Okay. Can't believe that you actually found an authentic Fontaine chef in Nalcry. Gannett? That name sounds familiar. Overjoyed and stuffed. Okay. Huh. That would be okay, right? I know she wanted me to stay at my post, but I'll knock off early and go see. Go see how she is. What do you mean? If she's not feeling well, I might have to go ask Llama to have a look at her. What the heck is this about? Honestly, I had to check this at the very least. It seems like there's nothing to it. I guess I'd have to talk to Catherine first then. I never got like a... Did I get a rundown of it when the patch released and I just didn't notice? Pretty sure the intel gathering option wasn't there until after I pulled for... or got Yahoda because it wasn't there. If that's the case, I guess I could just start doing a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it even matters at the end of the day, but I've seen like some clips that were very interesting that Yahoda reacts to certain NPCs in a very unfavorable fashion. Even says things that I don't think her voice actor would actually say. I'm actually kind of considering that Yahoda may be unhinged towards violence, but that was like something I saw. So I can't say much on it. But I'd like to mess around with that a little bit. I don't know if I want to check voice lines for Yahoda because I know I don't have all of them. Varka on my second count, however, I might. So if I was focusing her with like this team format, I probably would have had her almost maxed out, and maybe I would have actually tried it. I think I need at least 8 to get everything. Oh. Quest not available yet? Intel refreshes. Wait, you can only do a certain amount? Fucking hell. At that point, I might as well just do these right now. And then end my stream instead of going and then coming back. It feels pointless. Because if I can only do a certain amount of intel obtained, then what is the point? That feels kind of bad. Anyways. I remember the Adventures Guild treasure hunter has a record of misconduct, cheap to hire but limited in capability. Oh, so it's just like that? That's it? Oh, I didn't know I just do that for real. Now that makes me sick. I could have been done that. Dude, what the hell? Okay. Can't identify her. You can identify the Melazine? Come here. I should say Phantom Agent currently hunting Fangos or Fangies as unyielding as steel worthy of admiration. I wonder if that means I can do anyone in Nocturne, probably even the tavern. Yeah, I figured. There was something to say. Do you have any special treasures? Hello, Miss Yahoda. I haven't seen you in a while. Not since you... Alright. We can skip the small talk, Tarno. The northerly, says Naya spies. Okay. The northerly wind. I didn't realize that's what that meant when they say that, but I'm used to hearing northerly wind, so... Has been rather chilly, rather active. Okay, buddy. Over the last few days, and Boss Neff wants me to get some windproofing supplies here. Ahaha, I got it. We wouldn't want to get frostbite from the northerly wind. Yes. The windproofing supplies will be with you shortly. I should also tell you that although it's just a faint rustle of wind at this point, the Voynich Guild is already concerned. Sure, you people could talk to Boss Neff about that later on, but now we have to act fast. I'll head back to report to her first. Aha. Well, isn't that something? I'm gonna grab you. Lightkeeper currently trained. appears
I'm no
to
good
be
at
planning
handling
to
people
retire.
that uptight. Better get going while I
What?
still can.
I was not expecting a voice, and that caught me off guard. He must be here to buy supplies. I'm no good at handling people that uptight. Better get going while I still can. So she sometimes has something to say to people like this.
He must be here to buy supplies.
I'll sustain
I'm no good at
entry
handling
at
people
keeping
that
my close
uptight.
cannot engage
Better
in
get
streams
going while I
activity.
still can.
I didn't think she would have a voice line for that. That's, you know what, I'm used to this by now. That, you know, characters got this special treatment. I mean, it fits within their own region, I guess. Only but so much that can be said, right? Right. Bro did not have a name. Okay, I don't know if I should go upward. I should just start aiming this direction now. Were you always here, bro?
Smash and grab! Last time this guy came over to the curatorium, he asked us to find him a secret shortcut between Nodcry and Snezhnaya. Yeah, right. Like we'd ever shared that kind of intel with him.
But you probably share it to the traveler, right? Right? Anyways, that sounds kind of bad. Feel bad for this guy. Opportunist merchant guards his wealth as if it were his life itself. Setting personality aside, has significant business acumen, but can something that can't be traded truly be called wealth? Something that can't be traded. I guess that is a good question. Yeah, I need to stop spamming that now, because you'll just keep repeating yourself.
Between Nodcry and Snezhnaya.
Damn, I wish I did this sooner, bro.
Like
If
we
I knew
never
that.
shared that kind of intel with him.
Okay. Saznev?
A student from Snezhnaya, huh? I wonder what their schools are actually like. They must provide free meals, right? Oh, wait, does the academia provide free meals? I'll have to ask Boss Neff when I get back.
Why does she care about that? Free meals, I mean, I guess who doesn't like free meals, but like...
Smash and grab!
Said
A
that
student from
Snezhnaya
Snezhnaya,
Royal?
huh?
Royal
I
Military
wonder what their
Academy,
schools
currently
are
skipping classes
actually
under the
like.
pretense of medical
They
leave.
must provide free meals, right?
Currently
Oh,
compiling
wait,
a set of
does
non-cry
the
power
academia
rankings, which
provide
are
free
entirely
meals?
non-credible.
I'll have to ask Boss
Interesting, I
Neff when I
guess.
get back.
Interesting, I guess. I can do this person? Golishna.
You're my target!
Danyasha, that's a long ass name. Eldest daughter of... Okay, a Snezhnaya noble house. Oh, she's a noble. That's why she got a long ass name. Of course it'd be a noble. No, I'm not joking. Seems to have run away out of spite against her family. Her noble connections could be worth leveraging. Yeah, I could try to say her name, but like... Danyasha and Trinimva. Yeah, it's so long ass name. I feel like I'm pushing it out of it. I can't do anymore. So, is this like per day or is this a per week thing? I saw 7 days, bro. If I can only do this a certain amount of times and then do a quest, man, I'm mad, bruh. I feel like I've done something I shouldn't have, which was not do this sooner, which I regret now. Should have known there'd be something with that in store. Oh, there's a quest embedded on it. Oh. I'll grab the screenshot to the very least. What is this? Visit the court curatorium of secrets. There had been a major commotion in Nasha Town due to a stolen goods case during the Patetic I wanted to read that differently. Period. The peripatetic circle caravan stay. One that even led to death. The caravan has left Nashatan, but asking the well-informed messengers, Hiram, I don't trust that guy. And Kuri Irka may yield more detailed information. So I have to go back over here. After this quest, we end this stream because there's really not much to really do. For what it's worth. Now, obviously, this is on me with the intel gathering thing. I honestly regret not doing this sooner. I did not realize this was going to be a problem, but I should have known if I had looked into it. But I just kept putting it off because I kept forgetting to do it. Because I haven't been focusing like the non-centric stuff. Like, there's a Flynn's quest that's, I think it's non-voice, but there's probably voice bits in it, because I never did it. I still haven't done it. I'm pretty sure I haven't done it. So, there's that. I don't know if I'll even bother to go do it. But, yeah. Oh. The peripatetic circle case. If I'm remembering it correctly, it was never solved. That's right. The caravan's goods were stolen. The prime suspect not only denied everything, but also beat a man to death before fleeing. Word is that both the suspect and the man he killed were pirates, and that they've been companions for a decade without any sort of trouble. It's sad to think how things ended up. But, Boss Neff, this sort of thing happens in Nagcry all the time. Just because it's common doesn't mean it's trivial. You should know, clues often hide the smallest of details. Right. Yoda, go and ask the messengers. They should be able to provide you with a wealth of overlooked information. On it, Boss Neff. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. I was wondering if I wanted to get into voice mode, but I chose not to. Interesting. Guess I'll check this out. Check out this one quest I can do. Ugh. And after this, gotta go eat. And then I guess I'm gonna be doing my second stream immediately right after. So, just a heads up. Like after like 30 or so minutes, maybe an hour, then I'm gonna be streaming till reset, I think. Cause like, I did a bunch of stuff on my second account, but there's one thing I haven't done on my second account I still need to go do, which I was hoping to do off stream, but I didn't give myself enough time to do it. Oh, I'm gonna hate doing it on stream, but I intend to do it on stream, because if I don't, it's gonna bother me I didn't do it, and I don't want to come back to my second account if I ever do get a PS5 one day, because there's still a sliver of hope that I could get one. I mean, I'm pretty decent at taking apart things and putting it back together, so I could do something about it. But that's only if I can actually get a decent one that isn't too broken, because like while I got it, they put it together, I don't want to deal with soldering shit, because like that's what I kept seeing online was like broken HDMI ports. How the fuck you do that? Excuse me. How the fuck you do that? And then there's like other things where there's like something faulty with like the power supply cord, which I don't know how that happens, because I thought it was just the cord itself, but it's also something that's inside. Again, it's a motherboard issue, because it would be the port itself and the cord. I was just like, what? I honestly don't know how that happens. The HDMI port is easy to replace, but I don't have like I don't have the stuff for that to solder that. But it's easy to actually do that compared to like some of the shit I saw that were just damaged. Like, bruh. One of the ones I hate hearing about was like some people have problems with their PS5, where I found out about this online recently because like someone made a video about it, that apparently they advertised the PS5 to stand up straight, but the PS5 by design is faulty if you let it stay up that long over time of use. I did not know how bad that was until I saw a video on it. There's like the the SSD can get damaged over time if it just keeps standing up in use. I was like, what? Every PlayStation before always was flat, but now I know why. Well, those were hard drives, but like it's a solid state one. It's not the same. I was honestly surprised when I heard how it functions. If you leave it standing up, you'll eventually brick your system, and there's no way to fix it. Whereas with a PS4, you can just replace the hard drive. You can't replace the solid state disk that's inside the system. That once it bricks, you can't replace it because it's like inside the motherboard. I saw a video on it. It is inside the motherboard. You cannot solder that either. It is cooked after that. I was appalled when I saw that because I didn't know it was that bad. That they had like such a faulty design like that. Because I guess they never knew that in use that it would end up doing the thing that it would do over time. Because a certain liquid would come out and it would get into the disk and then the rest of the system. And if that happens, it can damage like the parts on the inside like really badly. Anyways, I guess we're gonna read this out. Kirika, Hiram, how's life been treating you? With this now small talk from you? This isn't your style, kid. Looking for info or for us to go acquire it. Ignore him. Thanks to you, life's the same as always. So what's up? Something we can help you with? Yep. Wanted to ask about that incident about the peripatetic circle. It was a big deal at the time. They say the thief was never caught. Well, that depends on who you think was the thief. That Hark fellow, who was under suspicion, was adamant it wasn't him. He made a big fuss, and in the ensuing fight, he accidentally killed a fellow caravan member called Juhani. I heard that they were originally crewmates on a pirate ship. There was an accident, and the ship sank, went down with most of the crew. Gosh, my reading is bad right now. After that, the two of them signed on with the peripatetic circle. After killing Juhani, Hark fled the scene. Everyone was shocked by what happened. They were old crewmates, and Hark had always had his back before. Apparently, Hark ended up in the northern part of Lempo Isle, still making trouble. Gotta say, I never feel like I can let my guard down when I pass through that area. I'll say, no other messengers dare take that isolated path through the passage. They do everything they can to avoid the danger, as imagine it. Not that it helps. As they imagine it, yes. Poorly read, but it's fine. Spot on. That said, I haven't heard everything about him recently, so maybe he's gone somewhere new to let the heat die down? The way you tell it sounds like plenty of people think he's the thief. Of course, and not without reason. Not long after the goods went missing, he was in the flagship buying rounds and treating people to meals. What's more, he was boasting about stealing a deal with a big trade partner, claiming to be a big shot in the caravan and getting bonuses up the wazoo. Okay, to hear him talk the future was rosy. Rosy. But according to people in the circle, none of that had anything to do with him. If he didn't seal the partnership, then the bonuses he was boasting about had to be a lie, which means he must have gotten the money from someplace else. That's all hearsay, but yeah, it's not hard to see why people would blame the former pirate when things go missing. I won't lie, this history played a big part in the accusations, but don't forget, Juhani was a pirate too, and his attitude was a whole lot different. When faced with suspicion, Hark didn't hesitate to point out the finger at Juhani. He said he'd seen him proliferating the goods with his own eyes bit by bit. Okay. He made sure to loudly speculate there might be evidence at Juhani's residence in Nashatown. Juhani swore it wasn't him, and no one else was buying it either. Let me guess. They all thought Hark had planted evidence at Juhani's place? Exactly, even though they never found any evidence of Hark selling the stolen goods. Afterward, he did kill Juhani and then flee the scene. The whole thing's one giant mess. It still feels like something's missing. You're not wrong, kid. Rusty metal doesn't stick together out of kindness or concern. Rusty metal? What? But out of fear. But fear isn't fire. It can weld two parts into one whole. Aight. A peripatetic circle. You know what? Let me read this. The peripatetic circles, a symbol that binds those without a home. But a rivet made from flawed iron will never hold. It's destined to break the moment it's tested. Corrosion doesn't set in overnight. I wish I understood what that meant. Nevertheless, I feel sorry for the caravan leader. The peripatetic circle's known for not asking its members their backgrounds. They're willing to give fresh starts to those with dark and unspoken secrets. Apparently, for the last decade, Hark was treated just like any other member. So why now? Why did Hark suddenly return to a life of crime after 10 years of the straight and narrow? Right. It can't have been easy to gain a fresh start. Fair enough. Why would he throw all that away? If it were me. Who knows? Maybe he's never really on the straight and narrow. Alright. Maybe he was up to his old tricks the whole time. He just never got caught. Or maybe he just sensed the time was right and he wanted to get rid of Juhani. Spend enough time in the streets and you'll hear all sorts of rumors. Everyone has their own theory they're clinging to. Besides, it's not like Hark himself is in any hurry to set the record straight. Not to mention, even if he isn't guilty of stealing, murder's a worse crime, and there's no way he's washing that stain away. True enough. No matter what came before, he should be... Hold on, his name is Henry, that caught me off guard. He should be made to pay the price for his crimes. Alright, I've asked enough. I asked everything I wanted to ask. I'll let you two get back to work. Thanks for your help. It was nothing beside the curatorium's been kind to us. The least we can do, or at least we could do. Stay alert, kid. Don't let that rusty old scrap of metal scratch you. Brother, why the fuck you speak like this? Alright, whatever the heck that was. Despite reading that, I know for a fact I'm going to forget this shit in like weeks to come. Even though next week I'll be able to do more intel gathering to do the next quest. Maybe the special quest at the end is probably a voice quest. It doesn't really make me want to get Nefer to experience it, but like, I'll definitely keep this in mind for like a stream title, I suppose. I at least made it a screenshot for now, but at least the quality will be good enough on PC if I have to get a better one. This is the last stream I'm going to do on my PS4 account. So tomorrow is the update. I don't have a thumbnail prepared. I'm going to do that later. Maybe tomorrow when everything's in maintenance and I update on my PC. When the update's almost finished or already finished, I had the game started up, I'll probably start streaming. I don't know how I want to do it. But maybe when I make the thumbnail, I'll probably do a scheduled stream thing. Maybe. I don't freaking know. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting moving forward because I can do scheduled streams every time, which is fun. But Thumbnails is going to be harder if I have to keep streaming through the Epic Games launcher. I really want Steam to put Genshin. I want Genshin put on Steam. But yeah, I need Genshin on Steam, bro. I can't tell you how much I need Genshin on Steam, bro. Once Genshin goes to Steam, things will look a lot better. I can guarantee you. Because, like, even though I've made screenshots that should help me with the Imaginary Theater thumbnails, when it comes to the screenshots I'll be doing for, like, exploration, we're gonna be doing jank thumbnails with, like, the potato PC, okay? We're gonna do the jank thumbnails. It's gonna be fun to do that, because if someone comes to the stream for the first time and they just see that, they're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck device you playing on? That's gonna be fun. Now, I could check Yehoda's voice lines, but I am not willing to give in to that. Especially when I'm about to go max refresh my second cut to see as close as I can get to max friendship on Varka later. But we're gonna have to do that stream in a little bit. After a little bit of time, I will get back on, which I might get on Blue Archive before I get back on. Actually, it's already midnight. This was definitely not planned today. I hate it. I'm gonna miss this game though. I'm gonna miss being able to play this on my big screen. I play this on my big screen. I don't play on my monitor. I don't play on a screen as small like my monitor. I have a big TV. Like a big flat screen TV that I play on. Obviously, maybe in the future, I'll try to update and have more to say when it comes to Genshin. There's no guarantee I will never get a PS5. I just want to point that out. But, like, I just want to reiterate, like I did in my special video, I have no intention of getting a PS5 for, like, the next 2 years, damn near. So, it's going to be something like that. I say next 2 years, but this depends on next year. That really heavily depends on next year. If next year does not go very well financially, then I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna be waiting another year. I don't want to hear no PX6 around the corner. That system is dead on arrival, and everyone fucking knows it. that system is dead on arrival. It feels weird for everything to be pushed away from PS4. Because despite how old this console is, it's impressive that it's been able to play certain modern games. Like, yeah, it'd be played worse than PS5, but it doesn't even look that much worse than PS5. I was honestly impressed by a lot of the things I saw. So, for what it's worth, wow, I did not notice her there. Wish I could info get around, but why did she go the other way? Anyways, it has a lock symbol, so I can't really gather anything. Rather not do that. Anyways, that's it from me. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for watching. I guess an impact if you don't want to end up watching me on PS4 no more. It's fine. I say that over and over, and I don't blame you if you don't want to watch it no more. Because when it comes to Arc quests and cutscenes, they're going to be jank, they're going to lag, they're probably going to stagger, or they're going to, stagger, I don't know what that means. They're going to probably tear with the frames, it's going to look terrible, and I'm still going to fucking play the game, I don't care. The world quests will probably be fine though, the quality of those will just look worse, but it won't change how it feels. How long it takes may be different though, because loading screens be damned, because loading screens are definitely slower than my PS4. It's a given. Now, I can't say this forever, because maybe when I switch my OS and get Genshin running on a different OS that actually runs better on my computer, I will probably be able to get closer to the quality of my PS4, which, if that ends up being the case, that'll be nice. And maybe I could probably change the graphical settings more. But because of the launcher I'm on, I already can't do that because it does not feel smooth to play on already. Like I said, I really need Steam to have Genshin released on there. Like Honkai Impact is on there. So I can do that. Funny part is, I think my system can actually play Honkai Impact, but I chose not to even try to play that game. Because that is a fuck-ass rabbit hole to jump into, I'm gonna be honest. But my system can run Honkai Impact. I thought about trying it. That game is old as hell, bro. It's Hoyo versus old Golden Goose before Genshin. So that game is old as fuck. I don't know. There'd be a lot of content to do, that's for sure. Probably would have fun playing it for a while until I reached that stopgap, and then I end up not playing it anymore because the meta probably freaking cooked, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping saying all that. But man, I'm gonna miss a lot of things from Genshin on PS4, like the way the moon looks in the sky, the way the sun looks into the sky, the way the shine and everything looks when it's nighttime or daytime. But it's not the reason why I play a video game. I'm not saying that this game can be pixels and I'll play it. There's only but so much I'll be able to accept. But I just think if I focus so much on graphics, then I wouldn't be able to enjoy games in general. Not all games need to be created with the best freaking specs and all that. That's the flawed design of the PS5 to begin with. This is not because I can't get it that I'm saying this. It's just, that's how I felt ever since I saw it. Outside of the fact that there also just isn't games that I want on it, it's become like a thing that's upset me greatly. I really hate it. It's just really funny that it's funny on one hand, I do have more of a reason now than 5 years ago to get a PS5, but the amount isn't that much. There's like 2 games that I think are like I could pay for that would be worth getting a PS5 for, but that's just it. Because if I pushed anything else, I don't know what it would be. Like, there just isn't really much of a reason for me to get one yet. Until like GTA 6. Until GTA 6 is a thing, I don't think I'll feel compelled to be like, okay, I gotta get it, bro. But I doubt that GTA is gonna only be on PS5, unless they actually make that exclusive to PS5. That could be a bad decision if they do that. I'll be honest. There's a chance that they're doing that because they rolled back the fact that now they're focusing on doing specific releases for PS5, so they didn't let they're not letting PC have all of it. Even though PC probably gonna end up getting their hands on it one way or another. I'm not saying emulators, but I'm just saying in general, there's a good chance that PC will still be able to get their hands on those PlayStation titles eventually. So, good luck, PlayStation. You put yourself in a situation at which you cannot get yourself out of. I've learned the history about the things they've done throughout this PS5 cycle, that have been pretty bad decisions that I've learned about that makes me depressed to hear that there's some games that I may not be able to get my hands on anymore, just because for some reason PlayStation has been focusing on live service game trend thing. Like, yeah, the games I've been playing the most right now are live service, and even in the past, a game that I played like Trove was live service, and it's still ongoing. It saddens me because this just ain't it, you know?
Boss Nev,
So
can I get a raise?
I don't know.
So much stuff.
It's something. It is something else, man. Anyways, think that's enough rambling. It just makes me sad. I wish there was more I could actually do, but this stream is not gonna be as long as the other stream I'm planning to do. The second couch stream is gonna be, bar none, at the minimum probably 4 hours. It's gonna be 4 hours at the minimum. I've already done some of the things to alleviate how long the time will actually end up being, because I didn't do the Varka story quest and Endurance story quest. I did those a bit earlier today, so I finished both of those. Trying to get as much primos, but there's a hangout event that I didn't do that I wish I did, because I don't want to do it on stream, but I'm probably going to do it on stream because I want to get the extra primos. Why? Because I want to max refresh today. I don't think I have enough to full max refresh on my second count, but I think I'm either close or maybe not, and I'm just stupid. But I've been refreshing a little bit the past couple days, so I'm doing that so I can get that last hurrah on the second accounts. Because like I said, I think I can go to maintenance. It is up, so I may change my text as well here. Might do that off stream though. Not cry will be the beginning of the end. Now I'm just gonna end up telling it something like, "We on a potato PC, boys." It's gonna be funny. I think I'm gonna change it up. I don't know what I'm gonna tell it yet. I'll figure it out. Everything's probably gonna stay the same here though. But it sucks that like my old friend group, all of them have a PS5, but that's just because they chase every PlayStation. It's mine. I can say it's my own fault. I can't really say that. It still sucks because every time I think about it, it's just like, I know there was a time I could have easily gotten the PS5, but I was in a situation where I had more than enough to get it myself, or have a family member get it for me because they wanted to get it for me at one point, but I said no. I chose not to. Now, I can't get my hands on it because they keep price hiking it. And I can't focus it regardless because there's just too many other things I gotta focus on. That's why I can't do it. So, like I said, that is it. So, like I said, this doesn't show up anymore because they got rid of that during, I think, the beginning of this patch. They got rid of this shop area recommended. I like how this is here, but you can't even pay for it if you try to. If you try to do this, like, they took away all the purchasable things out of the PlayStation Store, so discontinuation is the 8th at 6 o'clock in the afternoon into evening. The 8th of April. Discontinuation service. So basically, after when maintenance hits and then after maintenance ends, I won't be able to log in anymore. So yeah. It's a shame. I know one day I can probably get my hands on a PS5. But like I said, I can't focus that this year. It's just not even a thought to think about. I'd rather not think about it. I should think about having a roof over my head. So, yeah. Those of y'all that have or somehow have the expendable income, I wish to be in your situation. But I do not. I'm just happy I'm in a situation where it's not as bad, but it could definitely reach that point. It all depends on what happens next year. So it's like all up in whack. It's funny that we still can't go to Millie Astro Wonderland, but I can always check everything. Can't do this, can't do this. Not available on the current platform, but then why can I look at this? Not available on the current platform, right? But yet, you have the information embedded in the game, you just have it locked away. If there was a way for me to code it, it'd take it out for me to actually go into there. I bet you it'd be possible. But like, yeah. Isn't that something? Mannequina. Maybe I'll make one at some point. I don't know. So once we go to PC, there are going to be times where I end up focusing Millie Astro a lot. I forgot to mention, I did, in fact, do a bunch of grinding. Or not a bunch of grinding. I did a bunch of testing with, like, the teams in the mini game for testing your characters, team DPS and all that. I did it, and I learned that my Skirk team is my strongest team on my account, which is pretty funny. So yeah, it's so funny. I can check all of this. Yeah, my character has an afro now because I was able to craft it. But yeah, this is what he looks like right now. I took the horse shit off. But yeah. Probably should have kept it, but nah, if I was able to go on my second card, I would do that. I wish I could test on here, but it sucks because I'm pretty sure PS4 could easily run the system, or I'm pretty sure the PS4 could still run Genshin with no problem. It's just the only reason why Genshin PS4 is just no more on moving on is just because I think the exact day, or it's going to be sometime during this week, there should be an announcement about going to sunset mode on PS4. Sunset mode is just the beginning of the end, but not the end. What that means is that they're going to take features away from the PS4 that you could otherwise be able to use currently. I don't know how many things they'll take away, because I have no idea. This is why I kept talking about how I don't know if I'll do a live stream playthrough in the future, because they might even just get rid of live stream altogether, because the share function will only have the record and the screenshot, but the share function is usually for the live at PlayStation thing. Obviously, you can do that with screenshots too in videos, but it's mostly for the live streaming and the screenshots, so they might get rid of the live at PlayStation like access on PS4, which means I won't be able to actually upload through my PS4, which is very likely, and I may have to actually upload to YouTube directly if I do recorded playthroughs, but I still be able to record, I still be able to edit. That wouldn't change, at the very least. That would honestly suck if it ends up being true. God, I don't know if it's true, because I didn't bother to look into what features they're taking away, but I just know they're not taking a whole lot, but they're taking enough that it's going to be like, yeah. They might even try to I guess, throw ads in your face or something. To be like, hey, you should probably upgrade. Brother, where is, like, you could trade in and then just, like, get 20, 30, maybe even 40% off on the purchase of a PS5, but they don't ever do that no more. If that was there, I would have probably been more compelled to want to get one in the past, but I still didn't want one either. Either way, I just can't expend this kind of money on a whim. 650 is the one I have to get, which is a disc drive version of the PS5. That's what I want. I'm at the point I don't even care about getting that though, because like coughing up an extra 50 might end up being like the difference between I'm getting fucked over in my situation that I might otherwise need that extra money for, or I just don't do that. Maybe one day I'll actually just like pour my heart out to talk about this in more detail. It's just, it's gonna feel like I'm just drama dumping though, and I don't want to do that. I'm just happy to be here, bro. That's the whole point of these videos, these streams. It's the only reason why I stuck with Genshin for so long. I'm happy to be here, bro. I'm happy that I'm still going to be here. I'm grateful that I'll still be able to play the game. I'll still be able to do the end game. I'll still be able to pull for characters. Heck, I'll still be able to explore and do stuff like that. The quality will just be likely worse, and I'm fine with that. But will you guys be fine with that? That is the reason for what is to be said. Anyways, that is it. I'm out. Thank you for watching Genshin Impact PS4, and this account will be on PC. But what about the second account? I'll see you guys in a little bit.